Welcome to Enchanted Pixie DIY. Today we're going to be making 3 Dollar Tree crafts. We're going to start off by making this Disney frame where you can clip in your favorite Disney picture. I do go to Canva and use it to create this. You go to custom size, and the width, I think it was 7.81 inches, and the height is 8.81 inches, and then create design. Once that populates, you're going to go to elements and you're going to find a background. I kind of wanted a wooden background, so I just play around with different ones of those until I find the one I like. And to set it as a background, you just right click and then select set as background. And I just play around with those in elements until I find the one I like. Then I go to text and I find a text that I like. You can scroll through, they have many different ones, or you can just click on add heading or add subheading and use what it has. And then I use it and type in Disney, and then I enlarge it to see if I like it. Then I add a subheading and I go up to the top to change the font to one I like. And I just scroll through to look at different ones. And I just end up using the the canvas sand one. And I type in home away from home at first is what I thought I was going to use, but then I change it to where dreams come true. I do label the canvas page so I know where to find it. And here's where I changed it to where dreams come true. And then you're going to go to download, file, downloads. I want it to download as a PNG. And then I download it and I print it off. Then I grab this frame here that's a family frame from the Dollar Tree. I take the backing off so I can trace around it to see the size that I need. And then once I trace that, I just cut that out. Then I remove the other paper from the frame. I keep the clip because we're going to use that. And I use a tape runner to glue that photo we made onto the back of the picture frame. I put it back into the frame once I have it glued down, and then we will take that wood clip, and you could use wood glue for this, but I'm just going to use hot glue for time's sake, and I'm just going to glue it up at the top. Here I'm just checking to see if the picture would fit good. Then I just trim the photo down that I'm going to use, and I clip it to the top. And I just used one of my family on Splash Mountain. And that is it. I do later on change it to a Rapunzel picture because I felt like my other crafts were like Rapunzel themed. So I changed it to one with my kids meeting or holding the Rapunzel lanterns. The next craft is this little wooden frame craft with a upcycle Rapunzel calendar picture. So I take this Teacher of the Year sign and I am going to use some white chalk paint and paint the wood around the edge a white chalk. I'm not worried about the center because I'm going to cover that up with a photo. Now that it's painted, I'm going to take some of this rose gold brownish color and I'm going to put a little bit of it on a paper, and then I'm going to spray it with some water to water it down. And then I'm going to kind of dry wipe it around the frame just to add some rustic dimension to it. And I'm going to do that all the way around. And then I just add back in some more white and some more of this rose gold until I get it the color I like it to be. And here's the final color that I liked. And then I am going to take this old Thomas Kincaid calendar and I'm going to use it to cut out my picture to go in the inside of this. I think it was about 6.5 inches for the inside that's going to insert into it, and I just trace that square out about where I want it to be cut out, and then I cut it out of this calendar piece. And then I just use my tape runner and I run it all the way across the edges and through the middle, and then I insert it into the center of that picture frame. And that is it. That one is done. Next, I'm going to make this picture frame with these flowers that remind me of Rapunzel going across them. I take this arch picture frame from Dollar Tree and this fabric from, I believe I got it at Joann's, and I kind of just lay it over the mirror and just cut around it, leaving a little bit of an edge, a little bigger than the mirror itself, to get the amount that I need. I then take the mirror out of the frame and I leave the fabric on, the mirror onto the fabric, and I just hot glue that extra fabric that I have around the edge of the mirror. This is a sheer fabric, so use something, or in my case I'm using a finger cover so I don't burn myself, and I just do this all the way around. Then I put it back into the frame and I put the backing back on. It is one that you have to screw, so then I screw the edges back, or the screws back in. And here it is, all finished. It did kind of remind me of Rapunzel's colors, so I don't show a photo of it, but I did change the original Disney Where Dreams Come True to a photo of my kids holding the Rapunzel lantern, and I just used all three of them as a Rapunzel setup. And here are all three crafts completed. Thanks for watching. Bye.